question. Two questions actually. You get a chance to ask them. So now, say in this system, in Rawls' system, would you have, you would still have a government? The original position would create a government, and the government would run some sort of justice system, which would also include prisons, right? So I mean, there would be judges to judge immoral acts.
Yes.
Okay. My other question: are there any others besides this utilitarianism and then say the one that you're talking about? Are there other people that have suggested other things?
Yes. He mentioned only 5. His own, the purely utilitarian one. Then he gives a mixed conception, like using the first principle of case, and then the second changes to utilitarian. Then the fourth is called intuitionistic, and the second is the egoist. The egoist view of justice. So he rules out all this, like egoist, intuitionistic, and the mix, and he mostly discusses against the utilitarian system of justice.
Tell me a little about the egoist.
Oh, just justice is what is good for me. That's the simple thing.
Yeah, it's just that to me, how do we conceptualize this fairness principle is it can be culture specific. Like I just thought of Buddha, for example. Hunting is forbidden there, hunting of animals. Because it's considered animals are the same like people. So it's very like that's just an example of how we see these things to be culture specific. Or women and men. Because women and men have differences, they have different rights, etc. So
can I just maybe add some word, because I think like Kant and Rawls, responding both of you, they were talking about very similar things, but from different angle. They Rawls completely is not interested in metaphysical questions, where did the fairness, the sense of fairness come from. Like he is purely philosopher for society. He wants to establish a fair society, and he doesn't care about where does it come from, the sense of fairness, and is it unique for different cultures or just for one Western culture. He just wants to establish society. Maybe it is. So he just is not interested in the regions of sense of fairness. Maybe it's kind of healthy.
So in a way, it's almost like reconstructing society from the very basics. It's almost like what we have now, let's just level all that, let's totally destroy all that. If we start with a new thing, we're going to quickly then realize all of the good things that we have with this system, but in a new, better system.
Yeah.
I mean, like you were talking about women and men. Obviously, women have different needs than men do. Specifically thinking about like a bathroom. You go to a men's bathroom, you just see a bunch of, one toilet and a whole bunch of a trough or something, right? A women's bathroom has to have many toilets, right? So it's what I'm thinking is that if you did sort of get rid of everything and go to this better system, which I think is a better system, maybe other people won't, but you would then quickly realize you would just out of necessity and out of common understanding, you would then also have these the differences would work themselves out very fast.
That's the problem again. Society has developed. Society has changed. So That's why, because it looks to me like, for example, Scandinavian societies are more on this way of thinking. So, you know, you just, as the laws change, you adjust them. Like maybe 50 years ago, we didn't talk about like gender issues, right? But now it's kind of established like standpoint in Europe. So,
Right, but I'm not saying, sorry, this is now turning into a discussion. I'm not saying that,
5 more minutes.
I'm not saying when you level society or whatever, destroy all society, I'm not saying you forget everything. It's not like you go back in time. So we all still have this knowledge of what we had in this current system, right? So we would take all that knowledge, but then we would just build all of the laws and the government structure on top of the new system. You know what I mean?
But is it possible? Because as long as you take for example, from the one hand, you just try to, think like some kind of revolution, reconstruction, right? So you say, okay, we don't have a system, we have to build a new one. But on the other hand, we have, what can we do? Just kind of take a break, bricks from the old system and build a new building, or then we do the same bricks. You know, like we are in Taiwan, and I always have lots of fun with the educational system. They suspended the examinational system, for example, it was like 1905 or 6, right? And then after the establishment of the Republic of China, they tried to, what can we do? Because that system was bad. And what did they do? They just created the same system, you know, just reconstructed. So this is the new alternative for our contemporary society. I think it's just another, you know, like a fourth try, because we will take the same bricks, you know, and we'll build something new. Okay, cool, they can be different shape, but it's still the same bricks, so in the end, the quality of the building will be exactly the same as the quality of the building was torn down, you know. So, because we don't have a choice, as you said, actually.